Show more than you wanna know. Let's go listen to the Fling Show. Fling Show, happy Monday on again. Let's go listen to the Fling Show.
Wow. Well, welcome again, folks. Welcome to a wonderful episode of the Fling Show. Can't wait to bring our super guest on this evening. Very excited about it. Your Piney Woods 2021 champion. Can't wait to talk to her.
And we have tonight Priscilla Esparza from the San Antonio area. Welcome on.
Hi, it's good to be on the podcast. Super excited for sure.
Hey, welcome.
We're so happy to have you.
Glad to be on. It's an honor for sure.
I want to ask you, Piney Woods Open, this is like some of the toughest courses in Texas. So was this your first approach to the Piney Woods Lindsay Park, or have you been there before and competed?
So I actually have been there before. I played Texas States this year, and I played it last year as well. So I did get to, definitely play the courses beforehand. The first Dogwood is actually the course that I hadn't played before, which so that one was my first time playing it. Is the more challenging course, but we did get to come down a little bit early to practice the courses. So I got my practice in. And
a little bit of like how you got into disc golf.
Yeah. So well, my husband plays. His our friend Jonathan Rodriguez, he's actually the one that got him into it, which ultimately got me into playing disc golf. I want to say I started playing around 2017. So yeah, but yeah, our friend Jonathan is the one that got us into it. We started playing in New Braunfels at the small 9-hole course by the river. So pretty small course. I used to go there daily to play, and then we started venturing out a little bit more to the surrounding courses and taking trips just to go play different courses in the area and in Texas mostly. I haven't been out of state yet to play any courses, but yeah, so all thanks to our friend Johnny who introduced us both to the sport. So
how long did you play till you become competitive?
I got my PDGA in 2018. I played, I think, one tournament, and 2020 was the year that we wanted to start playing tournaments, which that's when COVID happened. So I only got to play 2 tournaments, and this year is when I kind of blew up and started playing all kinds of tournaments. So this year is my main year that I've been out there trying to play.
You've already got 4 wins this year. I guess your 4 career wins are all this year, 2 Bs, an A, and a C. I always like to ask somebody who gets the opportunity, A, to win an A-tier tournament, and in the Piney Woods Open, when did you know, what hole and what shot did you know that you had it won? Did it come down to the last shot, the last putt, or was there a moment inside there where you're like, this is mine?
Well, so I try not to really think about that while playing. I don't like to look at scores. When I look at scores, I feel like that's whenever I start to get in my head a little bit and I could mess up. And so, but definitely by the last round, we had a few holes left. I knew I was in the lead, even though I hadn't looked at scores yet. So I kind of knew that if I didn't do anything terrible, that I had it pretty much. So, the last round, probably like at least 4 holes to go. I knew that I was gonna take it if I played well. 18 on all 3 courses I struggled with. I double bogeyed hole 18 on the first round, and I bogeyed 18 the second round and the third round. So I was really just trying to play, as clean as possible, which I feel like I did for the most part. But But yeah, I knew if I didn't throw it OB, 3 times in a row or something crazy like that, I knew I pretty much had it. So
did you have the lead after each round? I didn't get a chance to look at the scores.
So first round, I was in the lead up until hole 18, which I took my double bogey, and Rachel Shanks actually took first place by 1 stroke. And after the second round, I think I had the lead by 4 strokes. And then by the third round, I had it by 9. So
nice.
Yeah, pretty awesome for sure.
Luckily, we're very good friends with Jay of Lucky Ace Disc, and he's just been wonderful since the day we've started this show.
I actually met Jay at a tournament. One of the other team members, Dominique, she actually is the one that kind of kept talking to him about me and trying to get me on the team, which Jay has been amazing this entire time. He's super supportive, super awesome guy. I love that he's growing, the company. It's awesome that he has, his shop here at Helotes. It's about an hour away from me. But he's amazing. He's done a lot for the sport. And I do have the 3 sisters right down the road that I love competing with. They are awesome. And I feel like playing with them makes me a better player. But yeah, so I have nothing but good things to say about Jay. I hope he keeps, growing the company, keeps adding, more team members. And I hope the sport in general just keeps growing for sure.
What are your kind of future plans in the sport?
I definitely, I actually have the NADGT championships at the end of this month, actually. So a goal of mine is to at least be in the top 20%. That would be amazing. I want to say the field right now is at 49 women. But I would definitely love to move up to FPO eventually. I don't know if I'm quite there yet, but I'm definitely, it's a goal that I'm working towards. It's definitely a goal that I want. I daily try to, practice and do whatever I can to, become a better player. So, I would definitely love to move up eventually. I kind of want to see where I'm at the end of the month with, the championships and kind of see how that goes. But ideally, I would love to play more tournaments. I would love to move up to FPO. I actually played one FPO tournament with Meredith, which she totally whoops me, but it was super fun, a fun experience, and I definitely want to do it again for sure.
Girl, you got all the tools. Like don't ever even doubt yourself, because yeah, you have so much raw talent. So I'm excited to see where you go in the sport. I was curious, like you have a really strong forehand and a strong backhand, which I'm super impressed with. But I was wondering, like, what were your go-to discs that you were throwing that day? Because you throw far.
So I throw the Avenger SS a lot. That's probably my main go-to.
Okay.
And then I've been throwing the Lucid Air Trespass, a lightweight, which I recently put that one in the bag, but that one has been working pretty well for me as well. And I love my Undertaker. That's probably my main forehanding disc is my Undertaker, and then I throw a Sidewinder a lot as well. So yeah, I don't mix it up too much, but those are probably my main drivers for sure.
3 of the companies there.
Yeah.
Representing. That's the way I do it too. I have a mixed bag of discs. And
We have a question from one of our viewers. His initials are J and last is an A. He says, where did you get your form from?
I would probably have to say my husband and our friend Jonathan. They have definitely helped molds me into the player that I am today. Definitely wouldn't be where I am without their guidance, really. Sometimes I'm a little hard-headed and I want to do things my way, which isn't always the right way to do things. So they've really helped me a lot. And I try to watch videos as well.
Are you beating them now on the regular basis?
So we have a little joke that I have like a 5-stroke handicap, so I have beat them a couple times. Yeah.
I have a question though. Did you come from any kind of sports background? You know, we all came from a sports background. You know, him and I pretty much every day sport there was to play. But did you play something when you were little?
I actually never played any sports. Disc golf is my first sport. I did a little bit of dance when I was younger, and I was in band all through, middle school and high school. But yeah, no sports. This is my first sport, so.
I would have never guessed that, ever.
Yeah.
That's super impressive.
Hey, yeah, yay disc golf. I mean, because disc golf is the kind of sport where it can be your first sport and you can be really good at it, I think. That's pretty cool. I don't think you necessarily have to have a sports background. You just have to have kind of a love of flight and hiking.
Yes. It definitely helps to love being outdoors, for sure. Yes. Yeah. They correct me even though sometimes I don't want them to, but I know they're trying to help me out in the end. So just try to take it all in, just like a sponge.
So do you have any other tournaments coming up before the NADGT?
I have Waterloo this coming weekend. So
Waterloo, I'll see you out there.
I haven't played the Waterloo before, so I'm pretty excited to be playing it.
You're in for a treat. Yeah, it's gonna be a really good time. I'm excited because last year we had to, they had to move it out to Moody's because of all of the COVID restrictions. And so this will be my 3rd year playing it. And so to get to go back out to the Hancock golf course, it's going to be really fun. And for me, you were talking about making the transition to FPO and stuff. And honestly, when I was kind of in the stage where you were at of like almost feeling caught in the middle of being like, I don't feel like I'm good enough to play FPO, but I feel like I'm ready to move, out of advanced. It's difficult because to me, there was always a lot of intermediate women and there was a lot of pro women, but the advanced field was always kind of just muddied waters. But it seems like that's changing a little bit more though. I don't know how many you guys had at Piney Woods, but I know it was a pretty stacked field. So maybe that's different now, which I hope it is. It's a really good thing.
No, for sure. Yeah. I can't wait to play, at the end of the month where there's going to be 49 women in the field.
That's crazy. So yeah.
How do you approach your practicing and getting ready?
So at home, we have a basket outside. I definitely try to, practice putting a few times a week, even if it's at least 20 minutes. I live in Seguin, so we have 2 courses in hometown. We have TLU, Sharkey. So lately, we've actually been doing our field work at the TLU course. We just kind of pull one, we kind of empty our bag. So I've been doing field out there, and then on the weekends we do play a lot of casual rounds whenever we're playing tournaments. So we're always out doing something that's disc golf related, whether it's putting work or just playing a casual rounds.
Awesome. Hey, do you want to give a shout out to anybody, any companies before we let you go?
Yes. So I just want to give some shout outs to Good Dog Disc Golf. They are my actual first sponsor from last year, and I have Ace Disc. So shout out to Jay, and Pecan City Disc Golf Shop. It's a shop here in Seguin. Jericho's the owner. He's awesome. If you're ever in the area, come check out the shop as well as the courses that we have here. But yeah, so thanks to my 3 sponsors for sure.
you say pecan?
Yeah, Pecan City.
Pecan.
Shop.
You said
Yes.
pecan.
Pecan.
You must be from Texas.